Good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you're calling in from around the world. We have a packed web room from people right over from Australia. Good morning, Carol. It must be about 5 o'clock in the morning in Australia. And then we got them in the Ukraine. We got them from Russia. And then we go right across the pond to America. Good afternoon, Ormond. So we have a phenomenal packed web room. We have a very exciting webinar. Firstly, what I must make sure I remind you is that these webinars are live. They are no longer recorded, and there's going to be fundamental information, and people need to be on these live webinars every single Tuesday. People need to create a habit. If they want to make some significant income, they need to create a habit. Firstly, what I'd like to do is to recognize our latest global power distributors, Charles and Emily Monk from the Philippines. I know Charles by birth is American, but they are living in the Philippines and they are building a huge international business. And they went power in about 90, I think it was 99 days it took them to go global. Sorry, not power, global, I do beg your pardon. So, congratulations to Charles and Emily. So again, they have earned a $2,000 thank you bonus from the company. So congratulations. I've lost count how many power distributors they have in their organization. It's lots. If you look at this list here, more or less all of these people, not all of them, but nearly all of them, are in Charles and Emily's team. As you can see, the people from Russia are nothing to do with Charles and Emily. Okay, let's move on. We have a fantastic webinar this evening. What I'm going to do, without any further ado, I'm going to hand you over to somebody that's going to talk you through how to use the new product that was launched on Saturday. And this is over now to Global Power Distributor, Fraser Brookes. Fraser, over to you.
Hi guys, thanks for the introduction. So what I'm going to do today is take you through step by step of obviously how to install the Sherlock first of all, then how to basically localize it, then how you would use it in a day-to-day basis, and then what I'm going to do is also show you about the tracking. Although the tracking's not live yet, with certain areas, it still tracks all the deals, so you can't see it yourself, but it is all tracked by Blipper Deal, and that'll be coming in the next few weeks. So first of all, I would go to someone's Shopping Sherlock website. Let's go on my one. Okay, then I would go get the free app. Then at the moment, to install it on Google Chrome, I would open a new tab. I would then open up the tools, then extensions, and then I would basically click install. This box pops up at the bottom. I would then go on the extension.
Fraser, before you go any further, can I just butt in there? Can everybody be making sure, as this is not going to be recorded, grab a notepad and pen and start making notes. But after Fraser's finished, what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions through and after Fraser's finished, we will spend a few minutes just answering any questions on what Fraser's covered. Sorry, Fraser, back to you.
Okay, so then this down here at the bottom, I would hold that, click it and drag it onto there, and then it asks me to add. So I simply press add. So then it's working. So I go onto Google to make a search. The Sherlock now loads here in the bottom. So I'll just wait for that to load. And then it asks me basically where I am. So it recognizes it using the geolocation on the app. It actually recognizes that I'm in the United Kingdom. So I would literally just fill in my nearest city, which happens to be Liverpool. And then I would hit update settings. Then updates itself. And then that saves as well. So I actually took a photo on my iPhone the other day of my mum's dog and my sister's dog who we were looking after. And basically, after showing like the photo to my mother, she fell in love with it. So she thought it'd be a really good present to give to my sister if we got a canvas. So basically, we searched Google canvas printing, and we found, which was it? It was on this website. They specialize in taking. Obviously, you can see here they take photos and they convert them onto canvases. So as you can see here, it says sizes and prices. We clicked on that, and we were looking for around a 24 inch to a 24 inch by 16 inch canvas. So it's a decent enough size. So we went on here. The width was 24 inches, and the height was 16 inches. So for a standard canvas, which we were just going to go for, was £57, and that was with the VAT included. So it's £57. So I said to my mum, I said, well, why don't we, with the launch of the Daily Deals, why don't we check it out to see if there's anything like that for on the Shopping Sherlock with the Daily Deals feature. So again, we just Googled what we had done to find the canvas. We went over, hovered over the Sherlock. We then clicked Shopping Sherlock Daily Deals. Gave it a couple of seconds to just load the page, and it brought it up. It then automatically knew I was in the United Kingdom through the settings that I chose in Liverpool. So then it gave me the choice here. So you can see here already £14, £8, £3, £8, £3. And here, this was the one that really stood out to us. Look, it says £8. It was a 24 inch by 16 inch for £8. So as I was saying, it was £57 on this website using Google, and it was £8 using this. So I've just saved £49 at a click of a button. £49, and guess what? The app costs me absolutely nothing to use, just my time. And I can't explain enough how amazing this is. I mean, I understand technology and I see what's going on in the internet space at the moment, and there's nothing like this. There's nothing where you can search Google and find out if there's any daily deals. There's nothing. Michael mentioned it on Saturday, and he's totally right. There's absolutely nothing that compares to this. So if I wanted to buy that, I'd literally just click buy now. I would then be taken to the website that does that, and I would simply press buy now. Now, if I was to buy that at £8, because I installed the app from my computer, it then tracks the ID number. If that then gets bought, it's around, as Sydney from Blipperdeal mentioned on Saturday, the average is around 8 to 10% that's paid back out. So I would expect to receive 80 pence on that. But obviously, we've got to wait for this company linked me up to actually send the report off to Shopping Sherlock, and then we receive that. That is added on to our Sherlock usage income, so it's added on to the pay-per-click, the affiliate income, and all that. So it's all paid in one lump sum. Now, another way, which is also awesome, if any of you guys on the webinar today or listening to this use Facebook, and it's an amazing tool. If you don't use Facebook, start using it. Otherwise, you're missing out big time. See, on here, it's you've got this bit so you can buy it. It tells you how many days left, how many people have bought it, and also you can basically see where it says here there's an F. That's basically Facebook. So I click on that. I'm just going to do this now. I haven't actually tested this, but I'm going to try it now. I would then, on Facebook, I can then literally put, hi, mate, check this out. It then basically says find coupons, vouchers, and bargains from all the Daily Deal sites. I can choose the logo, so I can go Blipper Deal, and then I can go share link. I'll wait a few seconds, and if I was to go on Facebook now and go onto my page on Facebook, check that out. Hi mate, check this out. All of my 1,416 friends are going to see that post. Now here's the special part. If they then click on this, they will get taken to Blipper Deal's website, and All the deals will load up that I mentioned before. And then if they were to buy it, it's then tracked back to me. That's totally tracked back to me. So blip a deal at the end of the month can then say, listen, 55 people or 100 people bought that deal from using your Facebook link. Imagine how amazing that's going to be. Not just from the Sherlock, but using Facebook simply through this. So do you understand why I suggest using Facebook? That is massive. Also, you've got Twitter here, so you can use it for anyone who uses Twitter. You can use that, or you can use it through email. So if you click on that, you can then send the link out to anyone on your email address. So you might have 1,000 email friends, so you could send it out to all of those. So this is to me is just blew me off my feet. It was absolutely amazing. And to be honest with you, that's the demonstration of it pretty much nailed down. What I will be doing is I'm going to record a demonstration tomorrow and put it on the Destination Diamond site. So if you wanted to show it to any prospects or any friends or family members, then you could simply show it, and it'll be a real simple, basic, real quick to the point demonstration. No longer than 5 minutes long, probably only around 3 minutes long, just to show how it actually works. So I hope that helps. I hope you're as excited about it as I am. I know my dad's very excited about it as well, as is Michael and a lot of the field leaders that I've already spoken to. If you ever have any questions or anything, then obviously we'll cover them now. But if you need any further help, then please feel free to Skype me, send me a message on Facebook or email me. My Skype is simply fraser.brooks. Obviously, I'm Fraser Brookes on Facebook. And on Skype, my email address is fraserbrooks@hotmail.com. Back to you, Dad.
Okay, everybody, you need to know how to spell Fraser's name. It's not Frazier, it's Fraser. Frazer. Very simple. Frazer. So his Skype is fraser.brooks, BROOKES. Okay, now, Fraser, can you just share with people how to ask a question if they've got any questions on all of that information?
Yeah, I appreciate that it was an information overload. Basically on the right-hand side, you should have like a green tab that goes across. It should say questions with like an arrow pointing to the right-hand side. If you press on the arrow, it'll drop down and you should be able to actually type a question in. And then when you hit submit or enter, that'll then ping it to me, and then I can answer the question.
Okay, while people are writing those questions down, can I just ask a question? Where you share it on Facebook and one of your friends buys that product, the commission also gets added to the Sherlock usage income, not to you personally, but to the Sherlock usage income. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's basically split amongst all the people who are actively buying the deals, who've given the Sherlocks away. So really, everyone needs to be giving away the Sherlocks and teaching people, about the different features on the Sherlocks to really capitalize on that income.
So the moral of the story is we are now approaching Christmas pretty fast. There's going to be a stack of people wanting to get Christmas presents, birthday presents, whatever presents, and they will be using the Sherlock to no end. The amount of usage income that distributors can receive for this Christmas will be huge. Absolutely huge. And it was interesting, last night's meeting around our home last night, we had two people in our meeting that have both purchased deals from the Sherlock Daily Deals, and both of them were for meals out. And one was in Liverpool in the Hilton Hotel for a 2-course meal with champagne cocktails. Instead of, I don't know what it was, about £88, it was £29. And the other one was a restaurant in Hale in Cheshire. And again, that was about £20 to £30 instead of about £70 for a meal for two. So people are using these. It's like if you are saying to your partner, hey, what about having a weekend away? Search on these daily deals. Do not be paying retail prices. You have a massive list of everything that you can search on the daily deals. It gives you all the different items that you can do. Folks, you need to spend time on this site. You need to educate yourself on this site. Here you go, available categories on the left-hand side there. That goes right down there, activities and experiences, and you can tick which one you want, and that will load. Okay, is there any questions yet, Fraser, or is there everybody understanding it loud and clear?
Yeah, there's a couple. Basically, someone's just asked me, do you have to reload the Sherlock once you know, to have the daily deals? No, you don't. If you've already got it installed on your computer or your Mac, then it should automatically update the settings. If it hasn't, I suggest you basically, I'll show you what to do. If it hasn't, I would just hover over the Sherlock, click the little tools button, and then just press update settings. Once you do that, it should be fine, but it should have automatically updated anyway. Somebody also has asked, they didn't understand how to install the Sherlock on Google. That is actually just for Google Chrome. Firefox and Internet Explorer isn't like that. That's getting worked on at the moment, so it's more simpler. So yeah, that's how that works. Let's see if we've got any more.
So are you advising everybody should install Google Chrome?
I personally prefer Google Chrome because it's a lot faster. Obviously, Google Chrome is obviously Google own this website as well, so everything's just really fast. Obviously it tracks loads of stuff for you as well, so it makes your surfing experience a lot better and faster. So I use Google Chrome, yeah, definitely.
Okay, and that installation again is on Destination Diamond's site on how to install the Google Chrome and get the Sherlock.
Oh yeah. I'll show you that now. If you go to destinationdiamond.co.uk and then hover over more, and then hit resources and training. There's loads of resources here. I mean, if you don't know about this, then this is basically like a one-stop shop about everything. And this is where I'll be loading the demonstration of how to demonstrate the application with the Shopping Sherlock Daily Deals. Here we go. It says how to install Shopping Sherlock on Google Chrome. So there's been a couple of people ask me about that on here. So it's to save answering it. If you just go onto that and basically watch that video, it will save me answering the question time and time again. So literally just click on that video and you're away.
Any other questions?
Let's have a look. Someone's just asked, how soon will the mobile app be available? They're planning, as Sydney actually covered that on Saturday's webinar. They're planning, I think, on the first week of November. That's their plan. But as I say, with technology, you never know what can happen. So just manage your expectations with that. But yeah, we're expecting the first week in November.
Fraser, could you show everybody where the recording is for the Saturday's webinar that's on the homepage?
Yeah, sure. If you just go to the Shopping Sherlock homepage and then scroll down, it's just here. It's an hour long, but it's an hour well spent. Instead of watching a couple of episodes of EastEnders or Hollyoaks or Coronation Street, don't waste your time and watch this, because it's when you understand what the message is, it just blows you away. It's outstanding. There's a lot of information to take in, but it's all good information. It's great.
That's quite interesting, those TV programs. People in Australia, Russia, and America wouldn't have a clue what they are. But anyway, they're just TV channels, folks.
They don't need to know what they are.
No, trust me. Yeah. Any other questions?
That's it. As I say, it's going to take a little bit of time for people to probably grasp the idea of how it all works. But once you understand it, it's real simple and it's so powerful. I can't stop using it. I've already bought a few things on it. I mean, there was a deal on an iPad, the iPad 2, which in the shops in the UK is £330 at the moment, and it was on Groupon for £270. So imagine first of all the commissions on that, and imagine if you were to share that with all your friends if they were looking for birthday presents or Christmas presents, because the number two main Christmas asking list already is an iPad. The new iPhone's number one, and an iPad's number two. So imagine if you told all your friends and family here's the cheapest way to find it. You're going to save them a ton of money. You're going to make a lot of money. If you think about 8 or 10% on nearly 300 quid, that's like over 30. That's over £30 just on one. So and that's free money. You're just giving away. They're installing a free app. That's it.
Fantastic. Thanks ever so much, Fraser. What I'd like to just really finish off is what you folks are needing to do really is to organize your own event. You need to create an event. Now, the thought process of somebody inviting people around to their home to do a presentation is so scary. It's nearly as scary as public speaking. So let's do an easier version. Every single person that's on this webinar has a computer. So what you need to do is exactly what we do here. We have a meeting every single Monday evening at my home. Okay? Now, does that mean it's just either me or Fraser or Serge or Alan Platt or whoever, one of the other globals, do the presentation? No. Could we? Yes. Do we? No. What do? We put the TV on, we link the computer to the TV, and we show the live webinar. So that's what you guys need to do. You could actually not even link your computer to the TV, but if you had 1 or 2 people round, say that, look, I've got involved with an opportunity, I'd like to share some information with you. What are you doing on Monday evening at 8 o'clock if you're in the UK? If you're around the world, then work out what the time zone differences are. And then you could turn around and say, 8 o'clock, come around and have a look. And then start the webinar or show them one of the recordings. If you're based in Russia, you could show them one of the Russian ones. If you're in, let's think, Taiwan, you could show them the Chinese one. No matter where you are, if you're in Denmark, Hungary, wherever, you can show them that country's webinar. And you can just be around the computer. Let them watch the webinar. Don't be speaking while the webinar's happening, while the presentation's happening. And if you turn around and say to people, come around to my house as I'm going to be showing a webinar, that will scare the life out of people because 99% of the population wouldn't have a clue what a webinar is. So don't use lingo and language that they don't understand. Say, come around, I'm going to be showing a presentation. I'm going to be sharing with you with what I'm doing at the moment. Now, if you're open, great, it might be something for you. If it's not for you, don't worry, nothing ventured, nothing gained. All that I would like you to do is to give me your opinion. Everybody loves to give an opinion. And if they think there's no pressure, then they'll gladly come around and they'll have a look. And here's the smart thing that you can do. You can then show them the presentation on your computer, whether it's the live presentation or whether it's one of the recordings on Destination Dining. And then after that presentation, you could pre-arrange with your upline to Skype and do a 3-way call just to give some social proof, just to get a different opinion. It's all very well you being there, you telling your best friend how fantastic it is. They know you're biased. They know that you obviously think it's great because you've joined it. But if you got their upline and their upline was telling them about their background, what they saw in it, why they chose to get involved with it, then they will be thinking, ah, that's a different side of it. Ah, I hadn't thought of that. And they would more than likely take that second opinion. Most people would need social proof. So the great part is our opportunity is possibly the most genuine home-based business opportunity in the world today. Why? Because we don't have to physically go out to hotel meetings, burn petrol and everything else. We can do it all from the home. So if that's the case, folks, we need to be getting in front of as many people as we can, because I tell you now, the business is booming. Make sure you get your piece of it. Don't be left behind. Don't be thinking, oh, well, it's okay for all those folk. They keep saying, oh, it's going great, it's going great, it's going great, but it's not going great for me. Make it great for you. And if you want to know different strategies, then feel free that you can Skype me anytime you wish. You know how to get my Skype details. You know how to get my email details. All you need to do is go into simonbrooks.info. That's www.simonbrooks.info. All my names, all my phone numbers, all my contact details are all on that site. And you can Skype me and ask me any questions you wish. Okay, folks.
Okay, I've got two more questions while you've been saying all that. Yeah, I've basically just been asked, once you've taken once someone's bought the deals, how long before you get the income? Well, that actually is a really good question, because there's obviously because we're an aggregator of all the daily deals sites. You'll have the likes of Groupon, Living Social. You've also got KGB Deals. There's Link Me Up, and all those. Each of them to have a different amount of time when they would pay Shopping Sherlock or Blipper Deal and Shopping Sherlock. So Groupon might be 60 days, Living Social might be 30 days, Linked Up might be 90 days. So it really depends on that. But as soon as that money is then sent to, or that report and the money sent to Blipper Deal and Shopping Sherlock, they then obviously do all the algorithms and stuff with the activity, and then it's paid on your usage income for that month. So it obviously depends it totally depends on which company it goes from, but it ranges from 30 to 90 days, just depending on the things. Another question I've had was, I showed about how to share it on Facebook using this button here, and it's the same as with Twitter. But someone just asked me, how does it work with email and how is it tracked back to you? So also, basically, what you do is you press the email button, and it would literally just put the link, the blipperdeal.com/daily deals link in the body of the email, and it's tracked. It's so clever. The guys at Blipper Deal are so talented. It doesn't appear as like a really, really dodgy, spammy, virusy link that's 1,000 characters long. It's real short, but the code and your ID number is embedded in the actual URL, the real short URL, so it's totally tracked back to you. I've had long conversations with the guys at Blipper Deal about it, because I knew the question would come up, and they've assured me that it's working and it'll show in the tracking when that happens. Also, if you actually, just one last thing, if you actually go on to your S2 manager in your back office and click the affiliate link reports, Blipper Deal is now one of the buttons that appears on the line chart and the pie chart, so you can see how many people have actually clicked on the Shopping Sherlock Daily Deal button. Just something you should all know. So that's it from me, Dad. I'll send it back to you.
Wow, that's amazing. Listen, guys, I live with this guy, and I didn't know some of that information. That's awesome. You never told me some of that, Fraser. Okay. Anyway. So what I'd like you to do is, if you've enjoyed any aspect of this evening's training, can you please just send me a couple of lines in an email, just so we can put it out to the organization, to everybody that's on simonbrooks.info. That would be greatly appreciated, folks. That's all we have now time for now. Have a great week. Let's build towards the end of the week. Let's build towards the next event. Before I do forget, the next major event is our Leadership Weekend, which is on Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th of November. This is our Leadership Weekend. Michael Weeder, our CEO, is going to be flying over, and he's going to be sharing updates with whatever's going to be coming out, the new launches and everything else. Folks, if you think he was awesome on the webinar last Saturday, you need to get in front of this guy live. This event will be phenomenal, but places are going rapid. I know a lot of you are listening to this webinar thinking, yeah. We're getting around to book it. We'll book it later. Well, if that's the way you're going to go about it, then you might not get a chance to book it later, because it might be sold out. We got people coming from all over Europe. We got the first power from Italy coming from Europe. We got the first powers from Hungary coming over. We've got loads of top people. All of the leaders, the UK leaders, are going to be there. So do not think it's just for the United Kingdom. It is for people outside of the United Kingdom. If you can get on a plane and you can get over to this venue, the venue is absolutely phenomenal. And when you look at the schedule, you look at the costs, A lot of people. We had our meeting last night, and I said to two new guests, "How much do you think this whole event will be?" And I said what they got, like all the food, all the catering, all the entertainment, and everything else, and they was getting prices of like £450, £550, and I said, "Yeah, that's what most people think. It's literally only £119 for everything." And they were going, "What? Are you sure? Is this just in a little bed and breakfast?" No, it's not. It's in a four-star, fabulous venue that's got loads of leisure, tennis courts, everything. This place is going to be the place. And it's going to be 4 weeks before Christmas. So we're going to have a right old party. It's going to be fun, fun, fun. Okay, folks, that's all we've got time for. Have a great week. Speak to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.